Alrighty, let's go! Patron game number 2 for this one. Yeah, let's check it out, ladies and gentlemen. So again, this is once more a Patreon game. So if you want to support my work on Twitch, on YouTube, just on esports in general, then check out patreon.com/Khaldor. This has been sent in of one of the top supporters on Patreon. Fat Ugly Monk, aka Joe Obama, and we're gonna take our closer look against this nasty combo that they're playing. I mean, seriously, every single time that the guy sends me a replay, it's always total grief builds where the opponent's team is just sitting there, wants to commit Sudoku because they just don't want to go up against this shit. And just look at it. So first of all, on the blue team side, Wolfpool and Kelthas, Archaic Devil on Tyrande. We have Marty G91 on Garrosh, Injo on Cassia, and Kime on Malthael. Whereas down to the right side, Anticip Grief on Reyna, Scrushmaster on Anduin, but as we have this little attack, the more important part is that first of all, we have down here Drivius on Abathar and Fat Ugly Monk on Murky. The Abathar Murky setup, the nightmare of any Heroes of the Storm player. Even if you win the game, you kind of lose. And the worst part is we also have up at the top Zamuro currently, so Zamuro and Abathar is also pretty annoying to go up against. It's gonna be awesome. Not so much for the blue team. Again, even if you win against the setup, at the end of the day, you've lost a lot of hair. You got a lot of gray hairs during all of this, or you lost a couple. People are always asking me, well, Khaldor, do you actually shave your head? Do you have hair, or did you lose all of it? And, well, my response is always, with the tear in my eye, I played against Abathar Murky one time too many, and then I woke up the next day and was completely bald. True story. So, now that we have actually Kelthas with the Flame Strike build, we're looking at Convection again, so the meme dream is already live. This is a Storm League game, by the way. And it was apparently high plat where the game took place. And already the Merc Master is coming through. Give him the fish, baby! Talking about the fish, it's probably going to be prime time slime time again, starting with level 4. And now we have the pressurized glands on level 1. Yeah, it's going to be horrible. I don't envy the boys over here at all. By the way, pro tip, if you want to play Kelthas with Convection, and my advice would be don't, then make sure that at the beginning of the game you don't YOLO out the Gravity Lapse and the Living Bombs too hard. Focus a little bit on your Flame Strike. You will run out too quickly out of mana if you just like throw all of your abilities really just out there, and it's not going to help you in the long run. So yeah, if you really want to stack, play around that a little bit. The Merc Master is down, level 4 talents are in, and we also have a little bit of a wild build here for Jimmy. I mean, Jimmy first of all went into the stacks on level 1, God knows why. I mean, this is literally the worst talent that you can currently pick on level 1. You have the Executioner, which is more or less the standard these days, but you can still also go into the Ace in the Hole. But going for this talent, like, I don't really think so. So, yeah, on level 4, it doesn't make things better. Sustaining rounds. The one time that we've seen this in a higher level play in Europe, the immediate response by the player was, yeah, I misclicked, I'm sorry. Apologizing to the team for the pick, so we have that again. Already, the slime is in, and our slime master is dealing with Kelthas. Yeah, and is gonna die. But the problem of Murky and Abathar really kicks in a little bit later in the game. Tyrande has also fallen topside. She's not going to be the only one. Seems like Malthael is a big candidate for a second kill, especially since Zamuro now gets some assistance. But they actually make it out. Alright, so far so good. Murky's still at the bottom of the map doing his thing. We have a Lightning Fury build for Cassia in this game. And in the middle of the map, Jimmy is doing his thing. I mean, he has grief literally in his name, so I guess that explains the build at least a little bit. So, we'll see. Anduin is making his way over now, down to the middle. We have level 7 talents already in. Abathar has also started to move back down to help out the Merc Master. The fish and the frog, ladies and gentlemen. The frog and the slug, there we go. So, they are the real heroes usually. Wolfpool over here. Yeah, he already hates it. He might get a kill, but he already hates it, you can tell. So he's just sitting there, he's like, leave me alone. He gets the kill and he's a little bit ballsy. I think Murky was AFK here, report incoming. But that he actually ventured out with like pretty much no HP and him trying to stack Convection. I mean, the balls on that guy, damn. So now we have level 7 in, which gives us a Slippery when wet. I don't know why, but there is definitely a little bit of sexual innuendo right there. So I'm not trying to advocate for murky sex at this point, but I'm just saying, the name is a little bit weird. Okay, so there's another stack. Khaldor's actually doing fairly well on this one. Level 7, so we now have the unstable compound in. Shimi just has decided that all of these talents look the same, so they must be good when you play them together. Samuro on level 4, one with the wind. Sounds like a Kevin Costner movie. And Injo is trying to get the Dragonite, and they get it. Okay, Dragonite is in, and, well, blue team. 2 kills against 2 kills. Looking good so far. It's a little bit of an ass-kicking attempt against Jimmy. That's the moment when you also want to do a little bit more damage. He has 24 stacks right now. That's not really enough. Khaldor, by the way, has still not completed his talent, and Khaldor is currently in a battle against Murky. And once that Murky gets level 10, I can tell you that Khaldor is gonna die. Murky, if he goes into Octograb and Abatha helps out, Khaldor is dead the second that level 10 hits. If he goes up against Murky in more one-on-one situations, he's gonna get his ass kicked very, very quickly. Because Abatha doesn't respect 1 versus 1s. It just doesn't happen. It's not a thing. So, yeah. Blue team at this point is just trying to somehow control Samuro, somehow control Murky, who just slimes away 6 days to Sunday, and they are just, yeah, also stole the camp over here. They're just hating this, and you can tell it with every fiber of their being. They're currently looking at this, and they're like, why me? Yeah, and of course, he goes also at the same time now into the Blade Storm. We have level 10 in. The only question is, what is Murky gonna pick? Ah, he's gonna Murloc it up. Okay, no Octograb. Murlocking it up instead. And could get the march in soon. Oh, there's the damage, and Khaldor makes it out. Again, with Octograb, he's dead. With Octograb, he never completes this quest. I honestly, seriously doubt that he's going to complete it. But we'll see. Alright, there's the Murlocs. There's the Murlocs. There's the slime. And Murky is dead. But the Murlocs are out, and they're still protecting the Siege Giants. So, of course, helping to take those towers down now slowly but steadily. Okay. 10 on both sides. Last rites. Ooh. We have... I mean, seriously? He just picked Pyroblast against this? Are you fucking with me? We have Holy World Salvation over there, which kills the Pyroblast. We have Murky on the other side, who you don't want a Pyroblast. Even if you get the kill, and you probably won't, it's not really a win. We have Abatha, who you should never be able to Pyroblast. Samuro, who can dodge out on it as well. So that leaves Jimmy as your only Pyroblast talent. Team? I mean, that's a report if I've ever seen one. Okay. That's a little bit wild. I mean, you can make similar arguments for Last Rites partly, but I would argue that Last Rites is going to give you a little bit more than that, but even that talent is a little bit odd. So, we'll see. At least with the Last Rites, if you get it on a Murky and you get a kill, you get a stack. If you get a Pyroblast out against Murky, he just laughs in your face for wasting your cooldown, so not quite sure what's going on here. But yeah, he has 9 stacks by now. And let's have it. 12 against 12. But another double control on the shrines for the blue team, which could lead to another one. Murky is dead at the bottom of the map. Didn't give another stack over. I mean, Murky dying isn't really the problem here. Murky at this point is looking at 9,000 damage. A little bit more than Anduin. But I feel this is going to change once that we have a bit more slime over here. Oh. Good stun, good taunt. Nice. Great kill. Very good Samuro control. And Anduin, yeah, there's a bit of an in. That's going to be another one. That's going to be another Dragonite. There we go. Dragonite number 2. Yeah, blue team is actually controlling it well so far. I mean, it's an annoying game for them, granted, but they are doing a decent job on the control. Murky with 50,000 siege damage now is trying to push the bot lane out a little bit more. Yeah, and off we go. Needs to be a bit careful with this one. Hello? Probably needs to reposition this a little bit, and he is too late. Alright. Murky doesn't have an egg anymore, or in this case a bunker. Abatha has already retreated to the top and has just said like, no. 10 stacks for him. Now we have also the rejuvenating bubble for him. Right here. Okay, 14 against 13, 4 kills against 2. Keep that late game Samuro Abatha combo in mind though. I like that we at least in this case have the normal build here for Cassia when you go into Lightning Fury, or meaning that they doesn't go into the grounding build, but instead has the cooldown reduction, which is going to be nice, especially once that you hit Pierce. Okay. Abathar is moving out a little bit farther up at top. There's the Murlocs again. Okay, Murky got a little bit kicked over here. Murlocs are out. The Murloc flank. Yeah, we're waiting for the 20 right now. Okay, so with this, camps are taken again. 18 stacks, 13 for Kalthas. Is he actually going to complete the talent? Like, is he really going to complete that? Yeah, Murky is there again. Okay, they take the pufferfish down. Was a bit of an ambitious one from him. Rest of the team at the bottom of the map is dealing with the catapults up at the top side. It seems like we could see a kill here, and yes, we will. And the dodge on the last rides. Easy peasy. That ult didn't do anything. And Malthael went down. 4 kills against 3. Red team still keeping in the experience distance that they need in order to make a comeback here. Slowly but steadily. Abathar, of course, is going to get more and more impactful as the game continues and more talents kick in. Same is also true for heroes like Samuro. And, of course, the Murky combo. Top side, yeah, that rotation is heavily needed from the Brew team. Okay, there's the first setup. Trying to slow that down. And win! And win! Yeah, and he's dead. Anno is down, but it comes at a cost. The entire wall falls, and guess who's currently alone? It is Murky at the bottom of the map. The monk is in again and gives them the fish, and Abathar helps out with it too. Prime time, slime time. Alright. Kalthas on 15 now. Guys, he might actually just complete it. He's at 15 stacks. He might actually just make that work. I don't really know why they go for the camp, guys. You have bigger problems than taking that camp. You have a talent advantage, but you're starting to lose structures. You're starting to lose the middle, and you're starting to lose the top. And Murky's just sitting there, is like, yeah, what you gonna do? Kill me? Oh no, the horror. So instead, yep, there's the Murlocs again. And Cassia, you have a problem. Good save. Nicely done, nicely done. Without Gyarados, she's dead. 17 stacks for Kalthas. 17 stacks! I really wish he would have taken Octograb. With Octograb, Kalthas would never be able to complete this, ever in this game. But anyways, yeah, look at this. Level 16, the Bounty Hunter. All the talents look the same. Sessunachi, Sufficiency. Yeah, if that Jimmy isn't German, then I don't know who is. So now the quest is completed, 12 minutes in. Kalthas actually made it work. Unbelievable to me. But it actually worked out for him. 3 kills against 5. 27,000 damage for Samuro. 24,000 for Kalthas, meaning Samuro's top damage in this game. And again, the next approach for another Dragonite. Slap him, baby! Yeah! That's how you do it! Oh, the Slabatha. Ah, you love it. Fantastic game. For that alone, it was already worth jumping into this game. For the Slabatha alone, I mean, he's done with this shit. He's moving out and he's just slapping. Jimmy in the middle. Again, the attempt to go for another Dragonite, and this time they might actually make it work. That's the move. You can go for it. Take the shrine. Go for it, baby. Over here, the interrupt. Oh, the kill. Malthael is dead already. That's a bad start for the blue team. Yeah, and Murky is starting to move in. He needs a little bit of Abathar support, but is going for the slime again. 16 stacks by now. Went also into the fish oil on level 16. And talking about level 16 talent, we have the adrenaline boost. Jimmy's still fine. Oh, that's a kill. Tyrande, goodbye. Now, without any assistance from Garrosh here, she doesn't stand a chance. And Garrosh is currently busy trying to get Murky killed again. Who really cares, I can tell you, Kappa. And here's the Murlocs once more. Anduin actually survives thanks to the adrenaline boost. Oh, no. MLG plays right here. Nicely done. The Pyroblast value. Now, honestly, I never thought that he would get a single Pyroblast through that actually has value in this game. And I don't know where he's going. Yeah, where are you going, bro? Yeah, he's dead. That's a keep down. That's Garrosh dead. Murky comes in again. And Murky wants the kill. And Murky gets the kill together with Abathar. It is pure cancer. The entire blue team is just sitting there. It's like, guys, Where is the surrender button? Why do we have to play against this? I just see slugs and fishes and frogs everywhere. And then Samuro comes in. I hate my life right now. This is honestly the way that you win with this combo. You just make your opponent hate the game so much that they at some point just start inting. 36,000 damage over here. No, seriously, Abathar Murky, especially in a late game scenario, it's just so fucking annoying. It's crazy. And then if you have a Samuro who can just raise structures down with the help of Abathar at any point in the game, then it's just a nightmare. Good owl, very good owl. Could have been blocked. Yeah, but after the owl, then we see that Starfall that has no point because the top shrine has already been reclaimed and Tyrande just literally runs it down mid. I mean, literally runs it down mid and suicides. Now we have the approach at the bottom of the map. I mean, this one's gonna fall. Top side is where they're attacking. That's another kill. Murky completes the stacks. 25,000 damage for him. More damage than Abathar at this point. Yeah. And starting to draw even. Okay. They've taken nearly every fort down. The only surviving one is in the middle, and I don't really think this is going to survive for much longer. Funny thing to me is that Kathas is actually the only one that hasn't died yet. The only one who made it. And here's the Dragonite taken easily with 2 heroes down. The blue team didn't have a chance to try and fight it back. Couldn't bring it back here. Here comes the attack, and yes, it is glorious. They're trying to go for the big boy play with the Dragonite, try and break through the wall here. Let's see if they can actually make it happen. And maybe not quite yet, but Murky doesn't care. Samuro is working at the bottom of the map now. They're just everywhere. It's honestly going to be annoying as hell to come back into this game. I think outside of killing a couple of the key heroes like Jimmy and maybe Samuro on top of it too, the blue team is going to have a really tough time at this. They're farming Murky whenever they can, but it's just like so rough. And with 20 talents now on the board, you have first of all the making Inky here. So the cooldown reduction is in. The level 4 talent stacks have also been completed, so that's good. Hive Mind on Abathar, that's going to help out. And Jimmy. Look at this build. Look at it. It's like first time Jimmy right there. It's like all the talents look the same. I'm going to go for it. The only exception is his level 7. Everything else is just like, it looks pretty. That's the builds that we go for. The synergy, guys. Yeah. Well, Abathar is moving in together with Samuro and Murky again. Okay, Jimmy down here gets some damage through at least. Yeah, Murky in the thick of things. Could commit to the ult again. Guy tries to go for Tyrande, and there it is. Murky's everywhere. The Murlocs gets the kill against Tyrande too. Last rights. At least Anduin is down. The problem is that Cassia falls, and so does Malthael. Samuro obviously does get away. And that's not even a kill. Yeah, he tried. Did a decent job here. Has a flame strike now. And the flamethrower, so that definitely helps him. Infinite ball of lightning for Cassia, but it seems like he is going to fall here. It is prime time slime time. Actually, yeah, he's gonna get the kill here. The frog gets the kill though too. Oh god, these poor souls. 13 kills against 9. Yeah, and they take both of the shrines again. Abathar is all out there. Big push at the top. And they're gonna lose a lot of this now too. And Murky can go for another Dragonite. They're not even rushing it or anything. They're just playing it slow, and there's like, yeah, whatever. Totally YOLOing it here. With Murky now on 35,000 damage, and again on another Dragonite. More damage now than Cassia on the other side, by the way. Top lane gets heavily pushed now. 69 stacks for Jimmy. He's sitting there solo, still about to get a kill. Well, maybe not. Adrenaline, Murky, Abathar trying to keep him alive. He falls, but in the meantime, the mid lane has been attacked. The entire wall has fallen. At the bottom of the map, there's siege giants pushing. It is a nightmare right now. An absolute nightmare for them. Seems like they might actually lose the first keep there too, and indeed they do. 18 minutes in. That's just not a contest. So yeah, first one down. They're just getting pressured everywhere. They're desperately trying to somehow hold on to the structures, and they just can't. It's Simuro pushing with Abathar, it's Murky pushing with Abathar, then all of a sudden you deal with the Dragon Knight. Jimmy is coming in and just YOLOs onto a lane with zero support. I mean, the team doesn't have a single tank here. They don't have a frontliner. And the Murlocs are gonna come back up again. By now we have actually top side, the Dragon Knight coming in and saying like, alright, whatever, I can stay until the end. What are you gonna do when I pop out of the decay? Kill me? Have fun. Yep, Murky is just moving away. And goes for the Murlocs again. The catapult too, by the way. The catapult still with damage. And look how they're just rushing around, trying to see if they can maybe kill someone here. God, this is annoying. Alright, 56. It's annoying just to watch them. I can't even believe what you look like when you play that game. You bite into your keyboard at some point or throw the mouse at the wall. 56,000 damage for Jimmy. Murky is dead again. Guess what? He doesn't care. 5.25 kills against him. Yep, that's a lot. But does it matter? Doesn't really seem like it does. 11 against 13 kills. Alright, top side. That's the push coming in. Yep, there we go. Gets the catapults in. Murky comes its way. Actually, Murky is starting to steal that away first. That's a bit of a Captain Obvious play on the other hand. I mean, that's very ambitious. Murky is dead again. Where is that egg, actually? Where does he have that? Abathar is in... Actually, pretty far back here. I thought that he would have put that already a little bit farther to the left, but nope, so far. Actually, a single stack so far on Malthael. On his ult. Didn't really point that out just yet. Okay, move towards the top. Is there? That 5 versus 5 is not going their way. The slime is in, boys. The slime is right there. And he preps it up for the rest of it. That bubble does nothing. Like, I mean, it protects Jimmy, I guess, for a little bit, but that's about it. Okay, here we go. The attack and the kill. Malthael and Cassia are both down. Murky at 51,000 damage right now. Siege damage 145k. I mean, he's stacking up the numbers here. Jimmy's at 67,000. Good save here. Oh, no. That's not going to do anything. Even without the proper level 4 talent, that didn't do anything. Now, Murky is dealing with the top side. And that's easy siege damage for him now. Nothing to really throw him back here. Now, one keep down on the blue team side. Keep at the top. Nearly eliminated. Abathar hasn't died yet, at least Caster's died once, but yep. And let's go. Next Dragon Knight attempt. They don't let up here. Why would they? 15 kills against 12, level 24 versus level 23. We're already 22 minutes into this. Yeah, catapults are starting to hurt even more. And Murky, yeah, let's just deal with this. Okay. Malthael, this is a dumb idea. This is a really dumb idea, Malthael. This is a very dumb idea. Malthael is gonna ult him, just you wait. Dude, like, this was such a dumb idea. Like, why? Why? You needed to see that coming. That Abathar is gonna help out. Look at Cassia. She's also incredibly low now. Both of them nearly dying. Top lane is still pushed out. The catapult is still doing work. Murky by now has 57,000 damage. You don't want a one-on-one here. Not with Abathar in the game. You're not going to do yourself a favor. I'm telling you. It's not happening. 6 deaths on Murky. 6 full deaths, by the way. But yeah, the catapult is doing the trick. Yeah. That's a top keep down. Look at this. They're even trying to invade over here to create some top lane pressure and at least relieve some of that aggro against the top lanes. There's 2 keeps down. And of course, the red team just says, well, we're gonna murk the bot lane now. You're gonna take a siege giant cap. It's the only remaining keep that you have anyway, so you might as well attack it, right? And then, well, eventually, we're gonna lose the game, even if we don't do anything. Abathar is still just muling it up here. Alright, Murky at the bottom is gonna occupy them a little bit while this is happening. Yep. Samura and Likim. Honestly, I don't even understand why he just doesn't go for it. Okay, does a little bit. Murky is now down, but he could easily attack this, especially if Abathar is helping him out. I mean, either way, the keep is already down to 50% HP. So that isn't really looking great. Catapults over here to work too. Cassia is now also down. It seems like we could see the kill against Kelthas as well. Kelthas is a little bit trapped here, and Murky is just looking for the fight again. Fight me! Yeah, slime time. Yep. Ah, they get the kill. He's dead. He's actually dead. But Kelthas and Tyrande are also down, and Murky's still sitting here with Amazar. Just look at this. Look at it. Yeah, they're trying to kill him. Anduin should go for the bubble, and he does, and they get the kill against Garrosh too. Oh my god. 5-man wipe. Oh, this is glorious. Murky is coming in again, and he's just like murking it up. That's the last keep falling. Abathar, yes, the slug. Take it, baby. Take it. Take it. It could be more perfect. Yeah, he takes it at the bottom of the map. The keep is down, and the slug is moving in. This is just glorious. 192,000 siege damage for Murky at this point, 196,000 for Malthael. But yeah, that's Storm League, baby. Storm League North America over here on the high plat level, and what a glorious combo. Tank, no need. Abathar Murky, baby. With a Samuro, that's all that we need here. No worries, no problem. Off we go, and that's a wrap. The red team locking in a W against the blue team here on the map. GG and well played. The Murky Abathar composition dominant in this game on Dragonshire. Logical decision. All that I'm saying. Alright everybody, let's go! Game time with Daddy Khaldor. Patreon games today! So once again a quick explanation. If you don't really know what this is about, so the top patrons, the top supporters of me on patreon.com/Khaldor send in replays, and I cast those every now and then. And today we have one sent in by Lucy, aka Black Angel, who queued up for this game in apparently Storm League High Gold with Holy Chicken, another supporter of the channel and also someone that plays frequently in the ARAM, so it should be a fun one. On the left side, Own on Kelthas, Misery on Rhaegar, Tarson Imperius, Gamer on Stitch, and we have on the Butcher. Whiskey Jack for the red team here on Tumul Spider Queen on Johanna. We got Teddy on Uther. We got Troga on Kel'Thuzad. Holy Chicken on Leoric. And Lucy on Jimmy. Yeah, Jim Rayner is in the house and has picked Exterminator as the level 1 talent right away. But this is already a meme talent. I mean, we have Convection on Kelthas, that's already where it starts. We got the Butcher in play, Savor the Flavor on Stitches. I mean, this game is already a hoot and a half before it even started. So this should be a lot of fun. I mean, right now, you're just looking at the full shebang over here. Oh, fresh meat. Yeah, our Russian Butcher over here, I mean, he is going to try and get those stacks quickly. This is the moment that I'm kind of sad that this is actually an old patch replay, because we can't properly check how many stacks he has. But I guess we're going to find out soon, TM, if he's able to complete the quest talent. I'm going to double check it every now and then, but of course, unfortunately with that, we have to obstruct quite a lot. As you can see, not even here on the talent screen do you actually see it. So, but it's good enough to show us that Kelthas has currently 5 stacks on the Convection. So let's see if we can actually have him completed. Problem is already the setup. Look at this. What is this? Coordination? Is this really a Storm League game? I mean, oh boy. Coordination is here. There's the Butcher charging into 4. Of course, why wouldn't he? But it helps to set up another stack for Kelthas, so that's good. Already the attack coming in over here as Lucy is starting to move out. Again, guys, as usual, if you want to support my work with Heroes of the Storm, esports in general, no matter which game it is, and what I do on Twitch and YouTube, then you can head over to patreon.com/Khaldor. Should be a link in the video description as well. Best way to support me if you want to. And yeah, check it out. Have a look. Oh, that hook. Didn't quite connect. Would have been a good one, though. But now we have the team is just rotating. I mean, it's not the normal setup that you see on Tomb of the Spider Queen. You want to have a constant rotation between the mid and the top with a 4-man in order to take those waves down. The 1 versus 1 lane at the bottom of the map is currently dominated by this Imperious and Leoric battle that we're seeing here. The Holy Chicken trying to make the plays, needs to be careful, and the Wraith walk out. I gotta admit, our Butcher is pretty aggressive over here. He wants to come in and get the kills, but so far it hasn't really worked out. It's still a great map to get at least minion stacks, as he's going to rotate between several lanes to make that happen. 10 stacks also on the gems, 15 against 0 on the turn-in though. Khaldor on the other hand, also attempting to stack, needs to be a bit careful here, but is able to keep them at bay, as the red team has now the only kill in this game. Yeah, and the move towards the top as Jimmy is coming in with the auto attacks. And the Butcher, as you can tell, is already looking for the flank again. Yeah, Butcher, honestly, like if you have a Butcher in there, it's like, oh, it's charge! And so far it's done well. The problem is if it goes down now, that's 15 stacks down the drain. Whiskey Jack needs to be very careful that it doesn't go too deep. If you overstep, you're going to get punished. And here comes Rega once again, but Misery doesn't even fall. Yeah, I gotta admit, for like lower level play here, for like Gold League, what apparently this was, this is looking actually quite coordinated in the early game. So far only a single kill, 3.5 minutes in, bit of coordination around that, interrupts get interrupted. Turn-ins get interrupted. I mean, you can try and interrupt the interrupt, but that would lead to a turn-in. So it's not out of the question, but yeah, when it comes to turn-ins, the red team is the one who managed another one. Here comes the Khaldor attack, and Khaldor is probably going to be a bit terrified of the Butcher. Just imagine that bad boy stacking properly and then getting into the late game with not only Lamb to the Slaughter, but also Slaughterhouse. Which is kind of me assuming that he actually goes for a good talent, but I mean, we could see Furnace. So I probably shouldn't even have said that and just waited it out to see what he goes for. There's the Gravity Lapse, and that's a kill. And that's another 20 stacks for the Butcher. First kill for them. 36 gems turned in. And yes, while they're moving through, let's have a quick look here. 80 stacks already confirmed over here. 25 for Khaldor, so he's getting closer to 15 stacks on Khaldor, which means that he is about to complete his quest. Convection. I mean, honestly, again, guys, if you want to learn something out of this, never pick Convection unless you want a meme. It's a shitty talent, even when you complete it. It is so much better for you to have Mana Addict, especially since the late game survivability just spikes heavily when you take it, and Convection doesn't really do a whole lot for you. It's a fun one, it's memey. If you play quick match, take it by all means. If you actually are trying to climb and you want to improve on the hero, then do yourself a favor and stay, especially on a map where you can get easy globe access like this one with Mana Addict and Thank Me Later. So for now, we have him at least going into a full Flame Strike build, so at least on the level 7 talent choice, that's what's happening. The blue team has been able to turn in after all, though Teddy... Oh, the heal, and he actually survives. Uther is alive, but the Web Weavers need to be dealt with. How did that wave miss him? I mean, he stands there, doesn't even try to dodge it, and the wave just misses him and he makes it out. Khaldor, on the other hand, wasn't that lucky. So he completes his quest, that's something. But now the attack is coming, and this one is hurting. I mean, down to the bottom of the map, that's already Imperious pushing this out. The Holy Chicken has to fall back too, is a bit afraid that he's going to lose those 21 stacks that he's currently holding here. With reason, I might add. If you lose the gems, then you are in trouble as you're trying to come back into the game if you take the initial beating. And that's apparently what the red team is on the receiving end of right now. The level 10 ability for the blue team should allow them to get a second turn-in if they play that window properly. Depends a bit on how many gems they're still holding here, but there's definitely a chance that they get 2 turn-ins in a row if they play around heroic abilities. And they're gonna get them soon TM. But they didn't really take a fort down. They did some serious damage to the one at the bottom of the map, but they couldn't completely obliterate it. As I said previously, this is actually an older replay, so this is currently on the patch where the tower aggro wasn't changed yet. So that allows those objectives to be a bit more powerful. Yeah, Owen over here completes it. 6 minutes and 37 seconds. Khaldor is done. Oh, well played. Level 10 abilities on both sides, and the red team has turned in. Wasn't even a contest. And we got the Pyroblast, of course. The meme dream is in against an Uther with Divine Shield. Pyroblast is in the game now against the Jojo. And let's see what that's gonna do. Okay, that's a very early Hyperion over there. Apparently trying to set this up for the Web Weavers and zoning Kelthas out as the rest of the team moves down here. They're trying to take the Butcher down. There's already a body block happening. Nice setup by Kel'Thuzad. And the hook against Lucy the Gorge. And the block with the spike. Lucy is still alive. The Ancestral connects. And the Divine Shield keeps Reyna in play. What a defense. If that spike was intentionally placed to block Stitches out, then kudos to Kel'Thuzad. That just saved Lucy's ass right there. So Reyna is still alive. The push is coming. Top lane has been defended against. Bot lane is pushing. Mid lane is pushing. Pyroblast! And the kill. And the G play right there. Yeah, against Kel'Thuzad, it's great. And actually, I gotta give some credit to Kel'Thuz. If he waited until the Divine Shield is out, then good job. Because that was used early on Jimmy, and therefore no chance to save him just yet. So yeah, good kill. Pyroblast value in the game. We now have 1 kill against 3. And up at the top, did they actually try to go for boss here? That can't be right. They're just sniffing it out a little bit, I suppose. 3 versus 3 in the battle, 18 stacks, 18 gems turned in already. By the way, it is Furnace. Of course it's Furnace. Why would you go for an actual talent on level 10 for the Butcher and try to play around the silence a little bit, especially when you're going up against that backline on the red team? Of course it had to be Furnace. I mean, what else? Oh, I mean, if this game goes to 20, can you just imagine what the Slaughterhouse would have done? But here comes the Furnace kill, and goodbye. 4 seconds on the Divine Shield, barely missing out on it. But the Butcher goes down, and that's a lot of gems lost as well. And look at Kel'Thuz. Oh my god, our boy greedy as hell, trying to save those gems, and that only leads to a kill against him. Now, he has, of course, Convection completed already previously, so that's not really a problem. Seems like Stitches wants a piece of the action as well, and Teddy is more than happy to oblige. Come in and try and drop a stun on him. The Whiskey Jack with the turn in. Leo is moving now down to the bottom with 36. He could make that happen, and he does. Another 2 are missing. That would then give them the chance. Oh, a tomb. And that's first of all a fort loss, and you're still dead, my friend. Didn't even have to use the entomb there. That was pretty much the delivery of the kill. So now they can turn in easily at the bottom of the map. Already trying, by the way, to get the turn in at the top, which they do. All still Gucci. 5 kills against 4 now. And the attack is still coming over here in the bottom of the map. Leo against Kel'Thuz. Ah, Shalanor. Salami pizza. Okay. The only thing that makes Kel'Thuz... that hurt. Ow. And he completes his quest. 10 minutes in, the Butcher is done. He is stacked, baby. And now we're looking at some serious trouble. Yeah, honestly, the only way that I can make Kel'Thuz funny is... I mean, he talks about salami all the time. You can make him Italian. Ah, Shalanore, pizza, salami, Mario. So yeah, Kel'Thuz, there's a good chance that he is actually Italian. But right now, he is dominating the numbers on the damage at least. 25,000 for him, at least on the blue team. But now that they're moving in, here comes the Entomb. They're trying to make the play. Kel'Thuz down, the first one to fall. And off we go. The Butcher trying to go in and take them on. And get saved by Stitches! The God Hook from Gamer. You gotta be kidding me, right? The guy YOLOs in, completely runs it down mid, and then he gets saved by the Stitches in the process. All calculated. Holy hell. Yeah, nicely done. Nicely done. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that Stitches, honestly, I mean, he deserves a medal at this point. Okay, so a little bit weird to actually see the talent on Kel'Thuz on 13. I mean, usually when you're going into a build like this, you want to have Pyromaniac for the cooldown reduction. But again, anyways, we also have on 13, which you've seen in action, the fishing hook, so the range is there. Blue team gets another turn in. So it's pretty much an even exchange in Web Weavers. Blue team, red team, blue team, red team. The two of them just going toe-to-toe in this one. But the Butcher is, of course, now super dangerous. I mean, at this point, every single kill that you get gives you another 10 stacks. And we're going to keep our eye on it. Holy chicken, that's 12 gems. Yeah, the rotation. Where's that blessed shield when you need it? No, and he makes it out regardless, but... MLG plays right there. That's how you drop a Pyroblast. So you gotta give it to him. I mean, he is actually getting Pyroblast value in this game. Now Lucy topside with the Exterminator as a level 1 talent has of course now started to take care of the Web Weavers. Might even be able to save the fort here, honestly. I mean, he is clutching it, but it's still working. Whereas down to the bottom of the map, we now have the next Web Weaver taken out. Nicely done. Yeah, even getting a spike there, but the Butcher with the Furnace comes in again. Where's the Divine Shield when you need it? It's too late. Teddy couldn't give a shit. Teddy was there and he said like, nope, not on my watch. I need a Divine Shield for myself. That's how I play support. It's my Divine Shield. You're not going to get it. Then again, if they can take Stitches down, that would be great. The Butcher, on the other hand, is rushing in again. Yeah, and top side, Lucy is holding the lane against Kalthas and against Rhaegar. This is one-way Street Heroes of the Storm at this point. I admit that the red team has taken down more structures, but with another potential turn-in being completed down here, this seems like it will snowball very heavily against the red team if this trend continues. Okay, another hook, another flip, the setup attempt as they try to go in for the kill. I need to be careful that they don't overextend here, but of course the red team is on the retreat as the blue team is trying to confirm another kill. Quick look, by the way, at the numbers. 220 stacks on the Butcher right now, just to give you guys a little bit of an idea as the red team is preparing for the Web Weavers to come in. Apologies, by the way, for having to obstruct the screen, but again, the official Blizzard UI is pretty shit when it comes to keeping track of stack talents in general, but it's horrible when it's baseline talents. So we have to every now and then double check that for the Butcher, but it's sitting at 220 right now. We'll see how much more he is going to get. Top lane gets defended very easily. That fort has of course fallen previously already. Down at the bottom of the map, there we have another fort eliminated. 8 kills against 6, and the Butcher is looking for more meat. Meat! More meat! And he's gonna get more meat, isn't he? There's the Furnace, he makes the play. The Divine Shield with a save, but it's not over just yet. The Ancestral keeps the boy with the Cleaver alive, and Lucy goes down. Yeah, that's 230 meat now for the Butcher. Kalthas is eliminated as well, though. And they lost a couple of gems with this one, too. So it's 18 versus 18 still. Kalthas, there's another kill. Stitches is down as well, so gems are lost. Granted, they just turned in, so it's not like they lost an insane amount or anything. But yeah, down here, the attack is happening. And now maybe a little bit of a comeback approach from the red team as they have a chance to turn their gems in. And they got the amount they need. They actually got enough gems to get another Web Weaver wave for themselves, which would make them draw even in objectives with the blue team. But yeah, just to give you a bit of an idea about the stats so far, I mean, 3 deaths on Kalthas. Rhaegar. Yeah, Rhaegar, look at this. It's a guard dog. The guard doggy is currently making it happen here. Kalthas is just double checking what's going on. In the middle of the map, we have also the Butcher still sitting tight. By now with 33,000 damage. I mean, if this continues, he might actually take the top damage for the team. 6 deaths on Kalthusad. If you ever ask yourself why exactly is Kalthusad not played on the high level, this is one of the reasons. The bad boy just doesn't do well when damage is directed his way. Pretty difficult to keep him alive. Yeah, the Beavers are currently coming in. Full on turn-in. And guys, they are still ahead. I mean, they are actually closing in on Storm Talons, so there might even be a chance for them to get the Storm Talons for that push. They're taking the Mercenary camp. That's definitely going to help. Okay. And, well, let's see. This is going to be, yeah, they're going to have Storm Talons for this one. Alright. That might actually help them to maybe even get a keep with this. The fence, on the other hand, at the bottom of the map is already in. Blue team is roaming as 5 now. Yeah, burning this down without any qualms whatsoever. I mean, just dead. Alright, no problem there. Okay, in the meantime, we have the 20 for Kalthusad. That's going to be fun. That's just like endless spam. And let's not forget about Leo. The Holy Chicken can come in with a Buried Alive here. Whereas Lucy has specced a bit heavier into the auto attacks. Yeah, and he's holding the line over here. Oh, Butcher, a bit careful, my friend. He's thinking about the Entomb. Here comes the Hyperion. They're already breaking through the wall. Down here, the attack is in. And for some reason, the Butcher just accepted the fact that he might just YOLO. Oh, Rhaegar! 27 gems and he's down. Yeah, our Pocket Chihuahua didn't get the Ancestral through in time. And now they're making the play against Imperius, and that is staggered deaths right there. Pyroblast with the 0 value, and that's 3 down. They just YOLO'd 3 heroes down. The Butcher's up at the top. Guys, this might be game. This might actually be game. They're going for Stitches. What is this? The mid lane feed. What's going on here? The blue team. They had such a good position, and now all of a sudden they're getting completely wrecked here. The Holy Chicken and Black Angel, they move on the core. The Butcher is the only survivor, and he's sitting at the top side. He's like, well, I don't want that meat. Yeah. 48,000 damage for Jimmy, and guys, this might just be it. Here comes the Butcher, here comes the attack, and he gets wrecked. 5-man team wipe. And with a Bulwark, that is the end of the game. What a comeback here. The blue team throwing, and the red team locks in the W. GG and well played. Let's go, ladies! Another Patreon game here. Whoop whoop. So, Mixon sent us this one. Apparently, this is a game out of Heroes Lounge Division 4. I believe it was map 2 that was played in this series. We have Tactical Suicide on the left and Diablo Immortal on the right side. I gotta give some credit to Diablo Immortal, not only a fantastic team name, but also their team logo is a crossed out mobile phone. It doesn't get any better than that. The memes are real with these boys. So we're gonna treat that a little bit more as our normal tournament cast, I'd say, but let's talk about everything else in just a second, because first of all, on the left, Rob on Dehaka, Greer on Muradin, Bronze Forever on Chromie, Mixon on the Admiral himself. What else? We have Weasel on Alarak. And to the right side, Diablo Immortal with Wak on Hanzo, Aktakam on Diablo, Aditan on Anduin, Bubulos on Kelthas, and Vintex on Raxa. Yeah, again, big shout out to the 3 top top Patreons on the Patreon page. Lucy, Jobama, and Mixon. So if you guys want to support my work on YouTube, on Twitch, check out patreon.com/Khaldor. You can have a look over there, but a big shout out to those 3 in particular. And after the murky games that we had, I think the last time, we already had some pretty fantastic setups now over here, but I want to see what exactly is so hype about this one in particular. So again, this is Division 4 that we're looking at, and we already have Muradin without the stacks. I don't know. Wait. The solo Stukov camp clear? Okay. It's only going to take ages, but here we go. So who needs the support on the lane? So Mixon already excelling with fantastic game knowledge right here. And the Admiral, you know, he's taking care of these things himself. There's always a couple of people that come in and order their subordinates to do something. Not so Mixon, you know. He's coming in and he's just like, yeah, my job right here. Okay, there we go. Early on, the grab on those. Actually, maybe a little bit too soon on the red team side, because the first tribute is spawning top side, so they would have been well advised to go for the hard camp first and then take the siege giants later. That might have been a little bit better for them, since you want to get the siege giant camp as if you're the team with the siege giant spawn on the opposite side towards the tribute, you want to take them late and you want to go for the hard camp first usually. Gives you a little bit more value. There is a Dehaka factor, of course, on the side of Tactical Suicide, so they can play around it a little bit, but it makes the fight for the tribute so much easier for you, so definitely something that I can heavily recommend here. Yeah, Stukov at this point already with a low blow. I don't know why, but like the game names alone, the talent names alone are already kind of funny to me at times. Yeah, over here we have Kelthas with Mana Addict on level 1, as you should. Raxa, by the way, with a hungry bear. Misha's always hungry. Hungry for more. Weasel needs classes, I think. That combo, at least, was not even close to the target. So that didn't really work out for him. But we have a couple of Storm Bolts also thrown out so far. Greer has actually decided that zoning Storm Bolts are going to be the name of the game for now. Don't need to really hit shit here. At the same time, here comes the action in the middle of the map as we have the camps collide. The tribute is spawning. Misha down, tribute top side, as mentioned previously. And here comes Alarak also with the next pick. They still have to take this one down. Ooh, Gria, look at that. Actually going away from the zoning storm balls and decided to hit one. Comes in and takes it. And mix in the Admiral. You know, if you want to have it done well, you have to do it yourself, right? So the Admiral comes in. By the way, one of the best skins for sure. Skin and tint is fantastic, riding the doubloon. Outside of going for the money pick, one of the best mounts, no doubt about it. It's definitely pretty epic. And it's actually very universal. I mean, give me one hero that doesn't like money, right? So riding the doubloon definitely adds value. Totally true here. But the next tribute is spawning already. This time we're looking at the bottom of the map. Dehaka is topside and will soon move down. Level 7 talents come in. Flame strike build. Yep, there's the burn flash. Okay. Wak, on the other hand, might be in trouble, but is able to dodge out on the chromie damage. Mixin was a bit low. Starts to heal everybody up. So far we didn't even see a kill yet in this game. So it's actually a bit of a slow-paced one, at least for the beginning. Over here, when we're looking towards the tribute, that's where things start to get a bit spicy. The Haka is already pushing the wave out topside. Can then always go down or decide to take the tower apart at the top. With Chromie, the blue team has a really good tool to interrupt a bit over here. That's why the double channel comes into play. Nice interrupt from Mixin. Well done. And the kill follow-up as Hanzo can't jump away. Alarak takes the opportunity to take him down. Yeah, Gria is also moving, spreading the bomb to Mixin and interrupting the channel. Yeah, that's the Meridian plays that I want to see here. Rexa is dead, gets also eliminated. Gria has the bomb again. The teammates immediately know what's up and run away from him as he's trying to spread the love a little bit. Down here, the drag not hitting. Alarak is a little bit low. Drag actually connects. Nicely done. The tribute has been claimed too, though. So that's 2-0 on the kill count. And elite in experience now on top of it as well. Bosses are up. Tempting. But the Weasel isn't going for it. Okay, so with that, level 7 talents are in. And level 10 is soon on the board. Level 7 also with the full build here into the scatter arrow. Serrated arrows are in the simple geometry. So we're going to see some easy bosses if they ever make their way over to them. Something that we should see soon, TM. Anduin is running around once more as the camps are taken, at least on the side of the blue team. Rexa has double-checked the boss top side, hasn't really made a play there. Down here, another fantastic silence, and there we go, the kill against Kelthas. Ashalanore, Sarah, shut up! Lurking Arm comes in, shuts him down. No salami today. Kelthas deaded. Yeah, that also gives him the lead, and that is a curse, ladies and gentlemen. The fake dragon comes in, bronze forever, moves in to take it. Should probably try and spread on the lanes a little bit to catch the experience here, especially top lane is pushing heavily. So if you force the mid and the bot lane defense, the top will get the fort for sure. Over here though, the save with Anduin. Nicely done. Anduin comes in, zip. Gets him out, and we are good to go for the push to the middle. The Haka actually went topside, so that really helps them. They're currently splitting on 2 lanes to also catch the experience. Level 10 abilities in their hands. That could be spicy. That could actually really help them. Topside, that fort is definitely going to fall, so that's already a good start for them. Rob is delivering. And down here, nice zone out. They go through the wall. Should be able to get even a little bit more done. Honestly, with the 4 versus 3, just go for it, baby. I mean, that's really the moment when you want to go and engage aggressively. I mean, the Haka could theoretically even tunnel into the back and try to come in with a bit of a flank, but this fort should fall no matter what they do, and with the 2-fort lead, they're looking fairly strong now. Yeah, the shove didn't connect, but again, the structures are down. They're slightly ahead in experience, and they have 3 kills to 0. It's a good start in the game for them. Level 10 abilities are ready for everybody. Nothing that's out of the ordinary. We have Phoenix as usual for Kelthas, and in addition to that, the Boars. Yeah, over here, the light bomb has been taken. Maybe not really the perfect one. I guess you can throw it and try and play with Rexa and Misha around it a little bit more. But that play for boss could also backfire. I don't know, Diablo Immortal is making a couple of weird choices here right now. That's an aggressive one. Rest of the blue team is already moving in, but it seems like Diablo Immortal is currently... Oh, we've seen that, buddy. Yeah, Kelthas also losing some HP to that. Do they just go for it? Do they let it slide? Yep, Leashes again, goes back to full HP. The kill against the Haka. The dinosaur Extinct again. Gria trying to spread the love a little bit. In this case, actually moving out. Ooh, Mixin is there too. Stukov eliminated the fake dragon. Yeah, that's not gonna save you. That timing also wasn't quite on point, but again, the result is all the same. Chromie is down. A triple kill, lady! Yeah, that was a quick triple kill right there. In they go for the boss, where the blue team is pretty likely going to focus on some camps. Actually, it seems like they're going to go for their own boss now. That could be a bit ambitious. If they take it quickly and then rotate down, that might become a problem. But they're actually pretty slow with it. They're a little bit slow on this end right now. I don't really think... Okay, there we go. Hanzo has started to put some more effort into it with the arrows. Now we're down to the bottom of the map. This one is already at half HP. Okay. Rob rushing away. Red team rotates in. Yeah, they need to hurry up here. It should be fine though. Arctacam is now moving in. They should be fine. They will be fine. Rob gets stunned. Careful. The big shove. And they take it. Nicely done. Boss is claimed. Top tribute is up. 3 seconds for everybody to move towards the top side if they want to fight over it. I don't really think that he has enough time to do that. It might be a bit too optimistic. There's the wall stun. A flip over. Can the rest of the team follow? I have no idea why he burrowed there. There was nothing that could have threatened him in that second. That probably cost him his life. Boring in that situation probably killed him. There was nothing in the arsenal of Diablo that he had to be afraid of anymore. And nobody else was around, so I think he could have walked away if not for that. Alarak is also down. Diablo with the double kill. Nicely done. Top side is already defended at the bottom of the map. The boss is starting to do a bit more damage here. Yep, that thing is actually starting to do quite well. If the minion wave pushes in, that might just be enough to break through the wall completely. As it turns out, Hanzo is the one to start to move in, but the gate is eliminated at least. 13 talents are ready for Diablo Immortal. 3 versus 5. And anything special? I mean, nothing too insane, honestly. When it comes to the builds, this isn't really too crazy. We have even the Virulent Reaction now on level 13, so full-on standard build at least on the 13 talent. There's obviously always a couple of deviations that you can make with Stukov on the first 3 talents. You don't necessarily always see the Lurking Arm focus this much, but on the lower leagues this is still totally fine. At least the builds that we're seeing here make quite a lot of sense. Healing Static, you know, with a level 4 talent in conjunction for the double proc on the heal is really good. You can definitely tell that at least in the Division 4 the execution might not always be on the top level, but at least when it comes to thought out builds, so far this is looking pretty much the standard. So these people have been watching some esports and copied some proper builds here. Not seeing any too crazy shit. Yeah, push through the top. Rexa is still down at the bottom of the map. 5 kills against 3 as the next tribute is spawned, but that's an easy one. Mixin can go in, take that easily, zip, channels it through. That's a tribute on each side now. Giving you guys a bit of an idea of the damage output here. 21,000 for Hanzo. Chromie on 25k. Only one on the blue team that has not died yet is Muradin, the dwarf. 2 survivors on the red team side. I mean, their frontline tank is pretty much honoring the team name, right? Diablo Immortal. Hasn't died yet. So, there we go. And I'm sure he has a phone too. I mean, as I said, the logo is literally a crossed out phone, but I'm pretty sure that that Diablo has a phone somewhere. Okay, so let's see what's gonna happen around the next tribute. This time spawning at the bottom of the map. Camps have already all been taken. Bit of a brawl in the middle on the other hand. Ooh, the big shove. I love Stuka for that one in particular. It's like every single time you go for a shove. Honestly, any level 10 that he takes is always like the get the fuck out of my team fight move. And he has those down cold. Okay. Topside is pushing a little bit. There's catapult pressure. Shouldn't really amount to anything yet, since it's too early in the game. Only 12 minutes in. But again, depending on how long this lasts, it might have an impact. Okay, there we go. The Ignite variation on level 16 for Kel'Thas. Chromie with a fast forward, and they let this one slide. Let it go. Top lane is not going to become a problem for Diablo Immortal. At least I don't really see it happen. Shouldn't become an issue for them at all. Down here. It's a little bit of a slow-paced one. I'm not gonna lie, there's not really these early game fireworks that we oftentimes see. We saw a couple of pretty neat fights, but generally speaking, both of the teams are actually slowly playing this one out, waiting for the opportunity, not overextending too hard when it comes to team fighting, just like trying to see if they get a chance to lock someone down. There's even, I mean, look at this, there's scouting going on. That in and of itself is already kind of refreshing when you've been casting a little bit too much Division 7 lately. Bosses will be up in another 40 seconds, at least down at the bottom. This one should spawn in just a few. Yep, there we have it. 16 talents are ready for both sides, which also gives us for Muradin even more survivability, thanks to the stone form that he has. And let's go. Okay, so Feign Death is in. Top side. There we have the next tribute spawning. And this one is actually important for Tactical Suicide, because Diablo Immortal could theoretically get the curse here. So Tehaka is already at the side. Greer is double checking the bush. So does Misha. They get interrupted here. That fight is the one that they will have to take. 16 versus 16 talents are on the board now. That's the moment. Everybody is just sitting around the tribute, waiting for an opportunity, hoping for someone to overstep slightly. The Weasel is moving in from the side. Already the frowny face on the cloud. Maybe a sign of things to come. Bot lane is pressuring a little bit. Catapults are there. Siege Giants top lane. That could become a problem if this is actually a long, drawn-out fight. So time is working in Tactical Suicide's favor. If they play this out slowly, then they have a good shot that eventually someone will have to move back. And with Chromie, they have the interrupt potential. Nice done, though. Chromie. Oh, the North American arrow is coming through. And the kill against Kel'Thas is in. Kel'Thas down, but Chromie is also eliminated. The mage hate is real. Alarak dies. Bot lane gets attacked even more so. As mentioned previously, the catapult and the minion waves are pushing through the gate, trying to go for the key, whereas up here at the top, the fight is still raging on. Rob is looking for the drag. Can't find it right now, though. Went for the tunneling claws in 16 and is putting them to some good use. Greer, okay, gets the value out of the healing static, but needs to get out of here and dies a painful death. The dwarf taken apart, the rest running away, but the keep at the bot lane has at least started to take damage and has taken a bit more. Of course, it doesn't change the fact that the blue team is now cursed. That's why the two siege giants are actually worth their weight in gold. They're going to slow the approach to the top lane at least down. The middle of the map, that's a different story. Mixin is trying to zone, but that's a lot of momentum in the hands of Diablo Immortal now. They're trying to move straight through the bottom of the map. Diablo Immortal with the power of China, trying to make it happen. 4 kills against 8. And a level ahead. Raxa topside. Bit of experience lost at the bottom. There's the Chromie ult, but the combo with Stukov did not quite work out here. Okay, a few more hits are coming. 4 against 8 kills still. Here comes the Phoenix. They're zoning this out. They're gonna get this one. The Haka could be the one to move up to the top. Oh, the arrow, the combo, the attempt to go for Rob. They're trying to take the Haka down. Kel'Thas dies first. Time to feed. But they might get the kill against Alarak. He goes for the counter-strike. The Weasel, body blocked, and he dies too. 4v4. Ford at the bot lane, about to fall. The one in the middle already eliminated, and the top one is also suffering. Vok gets out barely. 31 hit points before he gets healed here. Top Ford is maybe still staying in play for a bit longer. Not too much though. Should actually survive here, so there's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. They are behind in experience though. 5 kills against 9. 1 level missing for the red team to get level 20. Bottom fort has been destroyed, and it's time for the boss. And honestly, with the way that they're currently taking this, they might just be able to rotate towards the top and attack the red team if they are trying to get their own boss. And that seems to be what's happening here. Yep, just as they start. But there's of course always Hanzo to consider, and he just burns this one down so quickly. So the boss is taken. Do they move top now? Bottom keep is in lots of trouble now. But yeah, Hanzo is just too strong on this shit. Hanzo is just like really powerful with this. By the way, these boss moves are one of the reasons why you sometimes see Vala taken on this map. It's exactly that. Because the arrow build with Vala is just really good if you're trying to go for boss control. And with a double boss on this map, Cursed Hollow is a nice one. If you want to mix it up a little bit and not always play multi-shot. Whatever you do, don't play the auto-attack build, it's garbage. And with auto-attack build, I mean Creed of the Noob on level 4. Can still go for a very strong auto attack Vala by simply picking Manticore and Farfly Quiver, of course. Bottom keep. Should be able to save it. It's gonna take some serious damage though. I mean, yeah, it's fairly low, but they're gonna save that for him for sure. Yeah, level 20 talents are in. 20 is in. And there's the flamethrower. The bullseye. Hellgate is in. That's a game, honestly, that I really would have loved to see published. Hellgate London, I was really looking forward to that. That was one game where I really thought that cancelling it was a bit of a shame. But, yeah. I don't know. Actually, they didn't cancel it, right? The release it was bad or something? Like, I don't know. But initially, it sounded like amazing, and then it fell kind of short. It's kind of weird. I don't remember the full story there anymore. But yeah, I think they released it and it was just like trashy or like too buggy. But the concept of it was fantastic. The story behind it was really good. Either way, a little bit of a tangent here. Next tribute is up soon, TM. Rotation down to the bottom of the map right now. And let's go. Sea Shan's down, 20 on both sides. With that we have the rewind, the piercing sands. And it's time to shine. Another tribute for free. I mean, again, you can't really go for the tribute because you don't have 20 by the time, so rushing in when you don't have the position is a bit of an issue. But this is the 5-man setup that they now pretty much need. We have also on 20 the Contagion. Rewind Contagion Conjunction could really be the way to victory. Getting double Stormbolt out, a little bit of PS action in. Contagion connected. Oh, talking about connecting. There's the drag. They're already moving in. Oh, Misha down. The bombs are spreading though. The Weasel spreading the love and dies. But, well, Hanzo is dead too. Stick that bow where the sun doesn't shine, baby. 18 stacks on the level 1. No, the baseline for Muradin. So he's still a few short if he wants to get the cooldown reduction on the auto attacks and the Stormbolt. That's another one. Let's see. Down to the bottom of the map. They're chasing the dinosaur again. Rob, no. Yeah, he's trying to tunnel his way out of this one, but I think the chance... Oh my god, what? Okay, Chromie to the rescue, I suppose. That was close. Yeah, he owes Chromie a beer or two now. That was something that I did not expect. Neither did the red team, by the way. That was a really good save. Okay, so the Haka is still alive. They are waiting for Alarak though. Hanzo's also missing. Could throw the arrow around, but he doesn't have the play of the game, so there's that. Misha gets eliminated quickly. Peter has been informed, don't worry. And off we go. That's 2 tributes against 1. It's getting a little bit close in the late game here. Forts have been all eliminated with the exception of the one in the middle. And down to the bottom of the map, there is still a very damaged keep. Another boss in the late game or a simple push and that thing falls. So, yeah, that's gonna happen. Alrighty, so top side. Here comes the push. Take the catapults out. I mean, basically, teams are covering their bases, right? Eliminate the catapults, push the lanes out a little bit, make sure that the next tribute is not going to be too much of a disaster for you at the top lane. The worst thing that could happen for Diablo Immortal is having to fight down here where topside is getting pressured by 2 or 3 catapults now that we're 21 minutes in. These things just do way too much damage at this point in time, so you can't really afford that. So they pushed out the top lane a little bit, took the catapults down, but one of the things that the blue team did is they actually took the siege giants now, so that's really good for them, which will eventually amount to a very strong pressure play against the gate and the keep. So the longer the bottom fight lasts, the better for tactical suicide, especially since the recent wave that just spawned also contains a catapult. So if this lasts for a while, that would be great. Talking about lasting, Stormbolt, good save from Anduin, but also nice counter damage. Here comes the APOC, and Rob is dead. Gets wrecked immediately. Alara comes in to try and take Hanzo down again, but that fight exploded quickly. That's a huge battle now. There's a camp pushing in the middle of the map as well, by the way, in favor of Diablo Immortal. They already got the first kill. They're looking for another one. Greer makes it out and completes the Stormbolt quest. The baseline finally has the cooldown reduction and the pierce. But can they buy themselves some more time? It doesn't seem like it. This one will be of no consequence. But still, someone has to defend this now. It's a bit unfortunate for Tactical Suicide. All these small advantages that they made happen for themselves are now gone. And another problem is that this actually allows the boss to be taken by Diablo Immortal. This boss was highly important. If that boss gets taken by Tactical Suicide, the bot keep is down. They actually posture. With a 5 versus 4, they posture. Oh my god, really? Greer is going in, he's trying, he's getting the kill on Diablo. The boss is taken and takes Muradin down. Yep. That was a good one. A good kill against Diablo, I grant them that. Diablo not so immortal anymore. He definitely went mortal, but this one... Actually, they did him a little bit of a favor by sending him back. He's now in a position where he can defend the top keep. The boss at the bottom of the map, of course, has to be defended. Can this thing actually... Can they kill it? Catapult? And that's what happens when you don't prioritize catapults. Fantastic. Hanzo stands right next to it. Is like, you got it, right? You got it. You don't need me here. And Diablo's is like, no, dude, take it down. And he's like, you got it. No, take it down. And it's like, you have it, right? No, take it down. And nothing happens. Blue team is cursed. Bottom boss is defended, so there's that. Heroes are now slowly coming back. The first keep in the game has fallen, though. But this is, of course, initiating a push up at the top. The keep at the bottom of the map makes me just crazy on the minimap. I mean, honestly, this is just making me itch for some coordinated attack. Someone moving in, Chromie with a little bit of damage, whatever. But please take that thing down. I mean, right now they can't, obviously. But yeah, it's the top lane that they have to worry about. 36 seconds on the curse. The boss pushing against them. 12 kills against 8. It's a spicy one. It is a very, very spicy one. This could hurt. This could mean keep. This should honestly be a keep. Let's be honest here for a second. 24-minute boss. Oh, Muradin! No! What did you do? No! And he gets a... Hanzo dies. What? Okay, Hanzo's the one to fall. Mixin is also alive. And Alarak, he's dead again. But I gotta admit that quick kill against Hanzo came a little bit out of nowhere. Didn't really expect that. Yeah, the keep is still falling though. It's not the only keep. The one at the bottom of the map is also nearly eliminated. The one in the middle is soon going to take some damage as well. Seems like the red team is trying to actually go for core now together with the boss. Can't blame them. 25 minutes in, that bad boy hurts like hell. There's a kill attempt against Muradin, and this time they're getting him. Yeah, well, the shields are falling. Guys, this is going to be close. This could actually be it. Boss comes in. That's a big hit again. 86%. Ooh, 80, 70, 60. They're going for it. The defense. 3 versus 4. Phoenix with the damage. 40%. This is clutch. I think this might just be game. But Diablo falls. There's the shove against Misha. Rexa feigning his death. 16%. Anduin. No, Anduin's not going to be the one to finish this one. Oh, 2%. What? Yeah, no, sorry. But the arrow doesn't kill the core. Nice try, dude, but that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Shoot the core! Shoot the core! I mean, I obviously know that he was trying to stun the heroes, but that's what trying to defend here. But it was too perfect. 2%, dude. Shoot it! Shoot it! Use the arrow! Honestly, if he had play of the game, he would have been able to jump in and take it down. Okay, so 2% against 100. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be a weird one. Okay, so now they're going for the camp down here. I mean, I think they could have done a little bit more than that, especially with the bottom key, but of course they would have had to go pretty deep for it. But still, given how low the keep was, there was definitely an opportunity to take it down. They take the camps though, so they put some pressure onto all of this. Hanzo has also taken a few in the meantime. That doesn't really help. And now it's up to the top tribute. And let's be fair, if the blue team takes the tribute, it's a curse against the red team. So it's not over yet, but they cannot afford to lose vision on any lane. So it's actually a bit suicidal that they have nobody at the bottom of the map, not even the Haka. If the red team would have made a backdoor attempt, they could have just walked past the bottom keep and go for core and would have had a good chance to take it. That didn't happen though. So top lane is pushing with Siege Giants. We're 28 minutes into this. 28 minutes, so it's a bit bonkers right now. 65,000 damage for Khaldor, but look at that Chromie. 116,000. 13 against 14 kills over here. Bot lane pressure through the Siege Giants. That's going to be a problem. Sooner rather than later. Could actually cost them another keep. On the other hand, in the back line, they go for Khaldor. The arrow straight to North America. Straight to NA, narrowly missing the target as Alarak falls. Greer jumping out, straight into the fort. Yeah, good luck with that. Able to retreat. The problem is that Alarak is still dead. Alarak is dead, they need a counter kill. They need a counter kill and the bottom keep has just fallen to the Siege Giants. Siege Giants took the bot keep out, that's not good. Mixin is low, Mixin is dead. 5 versus 3 on the map. Yeah, and right now you just wait for the go for the core, actually. 5 versus 3. Boys, these bad boys down here are gonna take this thing down rather quickly, so better deal with it. I don't know what the red team is doing. I mean, if I was them, I would just simply move for the core at this point. Where are they going? Defend the fort! Yeah, tap and kill them. It's like 16 seconds over here. They might be a little bit late, but I think the call has been made to go for the boss instead. Which pretty much accomplishes the same goal. You get the boss now, and it's over. And I am not so sure if the blue team actually knows what's going on here. They are gambling a little bit. Of course, they don't know which boss is being attacked here, so they need to try and double check both. But this could become interesting. Greer's moving in, and that's game. Game's over. Game is over, ladies and gentlemen. Boss has been taken. That thing can't be defended, as everybody else is still on the map. Unless these Siege Giants and the Catapult now kill the core before the boss does, this is it. Blue team should honestly just go for the core and try and take it down. 2 kills already, Alarak is down, the Arca is down, and boss makes it on the core. Shields are falling quickly on the red team side. Don't get me wrong, those Catapults hurt a lot. If that was more than only one Catapult on it, they might even have a chance here. Look at this, this is 6 points per shot. 94% over here. But it isn't happening. Mixin is about to be taken out too. And the boss is taking the shields down as we speak. Catapults over here. Yeah, it's unfortunate again. But that's game. That's game. That could have been a little bit closer if the top lane would have pushed quicker. But this is it. Tactical suicide. Taken down by Diablo Immortal. GG. And well played.